Our brains are not only overloaded now with switching, I learned they are also overloaded with something else. Adam Gazzaley, who is a professor of neurology, physiology, and psychiatry at the University of California, helped me to understand it when I sat down with him in a coffee shop in San Francisco. He explained that you should think of your brain as like a nightclub where, standing at the front of that club, there's a bouncer. The bouncer's job is to filter out most of the stimuli that are hitting you at any given moment. The traffic noise, the couple having an argument across the street, the cell phone ringing in the pocket of the person next to you, so that you can think coherently about one thing at a time. The bouncer is essential. This ability to filter out irrelevant information is crucial if you are going to be able to attend to your goals. And the bouncer in your head is strong and ripped. He can fight off 2, 4, maybe even 6 people trying to barge into your brain at a time. He can do a lot. The part of your brain doing this is known as the prefrontal cortex. But today, Adam believes the bouncer is besieged in an unprecedented way. In addition to switching tasks like never before, our brains are also being forced to filter more frantically than at any point in our past. Think about something as simple as noise. There's broad scientific evidence that if you are sitting in a noisy room, your ability to pay attention deteriorates and your work gets worse. For example, children in noisy classroom have worse attention than kids in quiet classroom. Yet many of us are surrounded by high levels of noise, working in open-plan offices, sleeping in crowded cities, and tapping away on our laps in cramped coffee shops like the one we were sitting in at that moment. Rising noise pollution is just one example. We live surrounded by shrieking distractions calling for our attention and the attention of others. That's why, Adam said, the bouncer has to work way harder to keep out distractions. He's exhausted, and so a lot more is fighting its way past him into your mind, interfering with the flow of your thoughts. As a result, a lot of the time, he can't filter like he used to. The bouncer is overwhelmed, and the nightclub becomes full of rowdy assholes disrupting the normal dancing. We have fundamental limitations, Adam added. We could ignore them and pretend we're capable of everything we would wish, or we can acknowledge them and live our lives in a better way. In my first 2 weeks in Provincetown, I felt I had finally stepped out of the madness. I had gone to live in a monotasking world that wasn't forcing on me the mental pressure of switching and filtering. This is how my summer is going to be, I thought to myself. An oasis of calm. An example of how to live differently. I ate cupcakes and laughed with strangers. I felt light and free. And then something happened that I didn't expect. On the 14th day, I woke up, and my hand reached immediately for the nightstand to grab my iPhone, as it had done every morning since I arrived. It found only my dumb phone, on which there were no messages, only the option to tell the nearest hospital I had fallen over. I could hear the ocean whispering in the distance. I turned and saw all the books I had been longing to read, waiting for me, and I felt an intense sensation, something I couldn't quite place. And at that moment, the worst week I had experienced in years began.